Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the State Department. It is a great pleasure to welcome you here for the Sporting Chance Forum on mega sports events and human rights. And Virginia, thank you very much for kicking us off, but thank you in particular for your leadership and the Bureau's leadership on this effort. It is a special pleasure to recognize our co-organizers, the Swiss Federal Department of Foreign Affairs, the Institute of Human Rights and Business. Thank you for the extraordinary leadership on this initiative as well. And in particular, State Secretary Fassel, thank you for your personal efforts and personal leadership. And President Robinson, it is wonderful again to be with you. Extraordinary leadership in so many different areas over a number of years. Thank you for putting your own energy and passion and thought into this very, very important initiative. I think we're going to be joined later by Martina Navratilova, and I think for many of us who have watched her over the years, both on the court and off the court, for her extraordinary athletic skills, but also for her extraordinary personal leadership and courage, it will be an honor to have her here, part of this initiative. But I really want to thank all of you who are with us today, athletes, journalists, advocates, corporate representatives, sports body officials, public servants, for adding your voices to the call for the protection of human rights and labor standards across mega sporting events. Whether it's the Olympics, the Paralympics, the World Cup, Wimbledon, sports, as we know, have always brought people together, inspiring people to great feats of endurance, skill, achievement. And all of us have the opportunity again and again to marvel at the achievements of our fellow human beings. And we were reminded of that again just this summer in Rio. We were awed, rightly, as Simone Biles seemed to set a new record every time she so much as looked at a pommel horse. Usain Bolt took time to smile for the cameras on his way to winning yet again the 100-meter dash. Kamaya Alizadeh taekwondoed her way to the first gold medal won by an Iranian woman, or our own Michael Phelps becoming the world's most decorated Olympian ever. What draws us together today, though, is not just our admiration for what can be achieved during these events, but what must be achieved before, during, and after the events, so that sports continues to lift us up. As we perform or cheer at mega sporting events, it's sometimes easy to forget workers who may have endured labor rights abuses to build and prepare the arena, journalists who may have faced intimidation or deportation as retribution for reporting on abuses or corruption, the residents who may have suffered illegal relocation, police brutality as large venues are built in their neighborhoods, athletes who may face reprisals for challenging the status quo. But we know these infringements on rights and freedom happen. And that's why today's gathering and the work around it matters so much. Now, I'm hardly the first person to marvel at the power of sports to bring people together, to overcome divisions and obstacles. We know its universal appeal. Hundreds of millions of men, women, girls, and boys in every country play sports. Billions of fans and spectators around the world watch live or on television. Countries and cities vie intensely for the privilege and prestige of hosting an international mega sporting event. But whether we are training or cheering at these events, it is incumbent upon us to work together to preserve human rights and fair labor practices around the world so that our gold medals are not tarnished by human rights abuses, our four-star facilities are not built on unpaid or underpaid labor, our joy in the arena does not come at the cost of another's enforced silence. That's why in 2013, Secretary Kerry wrote to Thomas Bach, President of the International Olympic Committee, to encourage him to take a principled stance in support of human rights with regard to the Sochi Olympics. The ideals in that letter have now been captured and expanded in the Sporting Chance Principles, which you'll hear about later this morning. My wish is that those principles help make our discussions over the next 2 days as productive as possible. This today is truly a team effort, and I believe that working together, all of us can make a difference. Thank you so very much, and have a good couple of days.